Have you ever wondered how the rich keep getting richer? Today we're diving into the captivating world of wealth accumulation. This isn't about magic formulas or get-rich-quick schemes, it's about understanding the fundamental building blocks of wealth, assets. You see, wealth isn't just about the money in your pocket or your bank account balance, it's about acquiring and nurturing assets that can generate more wealth over time. Assets are the golden goose, the magic beans, the treasure at the end of the rainbow. They're the key players in the game of wealth accumulation. Without them, the game doesn't even begin. Whether it's real estate, stocks, bonds, or even your own business, assets are the tools that can help you build a fortress of wealth. They're the stepping stones that lead to financial freedom and prosperity. It's not a secret, it's just a matter of understanding the power of assets. So, what exactly are assets? Let's break it down. In the simplest terms, an asset is anything that can put money in your pocket. It's like a golden goose laying eggs of wealth. But instead of just one goose, you can have a whole flock, each one representing a different type of asset. The role of assets in wealth creation is paramount. They are the engine driving your economic vehicle forward. Think of it this way, every time you acquire an asset, you're adding another engine to your wealth train. The more engines you have, the faster you can reach your destination of financial freedom. Now it's important to understand that there are different types of assets. Each one has its own unique characteristics and plays a specific role in your wealth building journey. First, let's talk about physical assets. These are the tangible things you can touch and feel. Your house, your car, your antique coin collection. These are all examples of physical assets. They hold value, and in many cases that value can grow over time. Then there are financial assets. These are your stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and the like. While you can't physically touch them, they represent a claim to some future benefit. For instance, owning a stock means you have a piece of a company and a claim to a portion of its future profits. And lastly, we have intangible assets. These are assets that don't have physical form but hold immense value. Think of things like your skills, knowledge, brand reputation, patents, copyrights, and so on. They may not be tangible, but they can generate substantial wealth over time. So whether you're investing in real estate or the stock market, starting a business or writing a book, remember this, you're not just spending money, you're acquiring assets. You're building your wealth train, one engine at a time. Assets, in all their forms, are the building blocks of wealth. How can physical assets like real estate or machinery generate income for you? Let's dive into this fascinating topic. Physical assets, from the apartment you live in, the office building downtown, to the tractor in the farm, they all have the potential to generate income. How, you might ask? Well, the answer lies in the concept of renting or leasing. Renting or leasing is a simple yet powerful idea. You, as the owner of the physical asset, allow someone else to use it in exchange for a fee. This fee, also known as rent, provides a steady stream of income. For example, if you own an apartment, you can rent it out to tenants. Every month, you'll receive a rent payment. This is a direct, tangible way your physical asset, the apartment, is generating income for you. But that's not the only way physical assets can make money. There's also the potential for appreciating value over time. Real estate in particular is well known for its tendency to increase in value. So while you're collecting rent, the actual value of the property itself may be rising. This increase in value can be realized if you decide to sell the property in the future, leading to a nice profit on top of the rental income you've received. And it's not just real estate. Other physical assets like machinery, equipment, or even vehicles can be rented or leased out. A farmer, for instance, could lease his tractor to another farmer during the off-season. A business could rent out its unused office space. The possibilities are as diverse as the types of physical assets out there. In conclusion, physical assets provide a solid foundation for income generation. They offer the dual benefits of steady income through renting or leasing, and potential profit from appreciation over time. Whether you're an entrepreneur looking to diversify your income sources, or an individual aiming to make the most of what you own, physical assets can be a key part of your wealth-building strategy. Physical assets provide a solid foundation for income generation. Remember, your assets can work for you. Make the most of them. What about financial assets? How can they make you money? You've probably heard about stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, right? These are some of the most common forms of financial assets, and they each have unique ways of putting money in your pocket. Let's delve a bit deeper. Stocks, for instance, offer a dual earning potential. First, there's the possibility of earning dividends. These are a portion of a company's profits distributed among stockholders. While not all companies offer dividends, those that do can provide a steady stream of income. Secondly, there's the opportunity for capital gains. If the company does well, and the stock price increases, you can sell your shares for more than you paid, making a tidy profit. Bonds, on the other hand, function a bit differently. When you buy a bond, you're essentially lending money to the issuer, be it a company or the government. In return, they agree to pay you a fixed rate of interest over a certain period. At the end of this period, they'll return your initial investment. This makes bonds a relatively safe and predictable source of income. Mutual funds offer a third option. These are investment vehicles that pool money from various investors to buy a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, and other assets. They are managed by professional fund managers who aim to generate high returns. The income from mutual funds can come in the form of dividends, interest, or capital gains. Now, it's important to remember that all investments come with a degree of risk. The value of your financial assets can go up, but they can also go down. That's why it's crucial to diversify your portfolio and not put all your eggs in one basket. Investing in financial assets requires knowledge and careful planning. It's always wise to do your research or seek advice from financial professionals before diving in. Financial assets, when managed wisely, can provide both immediate income and long-term growth. So, roll up your sleeves and start exploring the world of financial assets today. You might just find your next golden goose. Can intangible assets like skills and knowledge really make you money? It may seem like an outlandish proposition at first, but let's delve a little deeper. Intangible assets, those elusive entities that you can't touch or see, can indeed be powerful tools for wealth generation. Now, what are we talking about when we say intangible assets? We're referring to things like your skills, your knowledge, your creativity, your relationships, your reputation. These are all things that can't be physically touched, but they can certainly be leveraged to create value and generate income. Let's consider some examples. Think about entrepreneurs like Mark Zuckerberg, who leveraged his coding skills and innovative thinking to create Facebook, or Oprah Winfrey, who used her communication skills and empathetic nature to build a media empire. These are individuals who have monetized their intangible assets to a degree most of us can only dream of. But it's not just the big names. Every day, countless individuals are monetizing their intangible assets in smaller, but no less significant ways. Freelance writers, for instance, use their writing skills and creativity to generate income. Consultants leverage their expertise in specific fields to command high fees. Artists use their creative talents to produce works that people are willing to pay for. The key to monetizing intangible assets is understanding their value and finding ways to leverage them. This might mean honing a skill until you become an expert in your field, or it might mean developing a reputation for excellence and integrity that attracts high-paying clients. So, is it possible to make money from your intangible assets? Absolutely. It requires creativity, determination, and a keen understanding of the value you bring to the table. But with these elements in place, your intangible assets can become a significant source of income. Intangible assets, though often overlooked, can be a significant source of income. The next time you're thinking about ways to generate wealth, don't forget to consider the value of your intangible assets. They might just be your most powerful tool. So we've learned about different types of assets and how they can generate income. Let's take a quick stroll down memory lane. We started by understanding what wealth accumulation means and how vital it is in today's world. Then, we dove into the world of assets, discovering that they're not just physical possessions like property or gold, but also financial instruments such as stocks and bonds. We've seen how these physical and financial assets can generate a steady stream of income if used wisely. However, the fun didn't stop there. We also learned about the power of intangible assets, things like knowledge, skills, and even your personal brand. They may not be tangible, but their potential to generate wealth is just as real. All these assets, when understood and utilized effectively, can lead to a significant increase in wealth. The rich keep getting richer because they understand the power of assets. Now you do too.